Doot. Alright. GS now serviced as fuck. And I gave it a wash, which means this bike is the cleanest it's going to be until this time next year when it gets its next wash. Alrighty. How are ye all doing, lads and ladies? What the fuck is going on? Oh, haha. Badness. Nobody has died, so get the fuck out of the road. Anyway, how are you all doing? It's me, baby, back on the road. I was never off it, but I'm back on it today. And it is timely that this thing gets serviced, because what's going to happen to this bike... Oh, no, nothing's going to happen to this bike. It's going to get a set of tyres, even though I don't 100% need a set of tyres. My front tyre is okay. My back tyre does need doing though. And then it is going to be packed up and shipped off to Germany, and I'm going to head over there myself. So yeah, bike tour 2023. Let me tell you all about it. So bike tour 2023 is essentially I'm going to be going to Austria and Slovenia and a couple of different places, to the Dolomites, and that's going to be good crack. I'm going to be going there for a week or two with a group of people I don't know, and that's fair enough. I haven't done that before. I haven't done a guided tour before. It's all new. It's all new to me. All of my tours thus far, for people not following, have been with a small group of lads, just kind of self-guided, ship the bikes out, go figure it out day to day. And so sort of a curated tour is going to be a new one on me. And that's for 10 days, most of 2 weeks. And depending on how that goes, I might stick around. So obviously there is a date where our bikes are getting shipped back from Germany, but I might not. I might miss that truck or miss that boat and go off and do something else. I have an event on down that neck of the woods, about a week later, and then I might figure things out after that. So my current plan is that I'm going to be on the road for at least 3 weeks, maybe 4, and maybe who knows after that. I've been following the adventures of Baron von Grumble. It's just an angry Garda van by the side of the road. Okay. I've been following the adventures of Baron von Grumble. In there is where all the bikes are, all the robbed ones, so maybe that's why the thing is angry. Anyway, I have been following the adventures of Baron von Grumble, who's just kind of randomly wandering around Eastern Europe and, pushing himself to go further and to do things that make him uncomfortable. And this is kind of it for me, in a very safe kind of a way. I'm not going anywhere that's in any way mad or crazy. I know he isn't either, but I am not working at the moment, so, well, through choice, I'm taking a sort of a break. I finished up with the place I was working back in March, actually, and so I'm taking a year off, or I'm taking most of a year off, or I'm taking as long as I like off. I have the ability to do that for various reasons, and so that's what I'm doing. So I've been out doing quite a bit of bikes for the last little while. None of it got recorded. We'll talk about that in a second. But the plan is to go on an organised tour and then just kind of break off, and as the tour finishes up, I'm going to break off and go do other shit. I have a mate who's getting married down about a week after the tour finishes down around that area, and then I'm gonna ride home. And I don't have to ride all the way home straight away. I can do what I like. I'm not expected on in work on Monday, so time and energy and willingness and budget providing, there's going to be some stuff going on. And so yes, this is going to be the chariot for that. I'm not going to randomly at the last minute take the Triumph on that kind of a trip. This is definitely one for the armchair. So I'm going to do that. And one of the things that I'm going to do this time around, and here's where I kind of need or want people's input on it, is I'm obviously going to be out there for a good long while. If I'm going to be posting videos or content or etc., I'm going to be doing it as I go. I'm not going to be sitting up in hotels of an evening editing or doing any of that sort of bollocks. One of the things that, again, the first sign of madness is, doing something over and over, expecting a different result. I've had 3 sort of long trips. There was the trip we did in, Croatia and etc. In 2019 pre-COVID, and then there was Norway, which was last year. And I have a lot of raw footage from those trips, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm just not. I think I've gone about the whole content thing arseways on big trips like this. I tend to be of the variety, record everything and then find interesting stuff afterwards. And that is not how to do it on a long trip. And I've acknowledged this. So I have 8 hours a day of footage for 2 weeks in Norway, and I do not know the first thing about what's on it or what's good or what's bad or what's impressive. My whole approach of put it into a video editor and watch for where I'm talking, where I see the waveform of me talking. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for that amount of video. And so what I'm increasingly thinking I will do on this trip is maybe have the helmet cam on, just as a helmet cam, as a sort of or even get a dash cam style thing, because I have the camera for videos, but I also have it for if they scrape me up off the road, they can see what happened, kind of thing. So I want to do that. But I'm probably going to take a couple of different cameras. I do have a GoPro and I do have an Insta360 camera, and I'm going to do more intentional kind of footage, as in here's a class looking thing. I'm going to actually stop and turn on the Insta, or I'm going to actually intentionally record a couple of minutes of that and say, okay, that's where it is. And then I'll try to upload that day, or within a couple of days, if I have to do a little bit of trimming and editing and stuff like that. That's kind of where I'm at. So a lot of it might be YouTube shorts. I've done a couple of those, or reels as they are on Instagram, or both. Just put them up on both. I don't know if generally that's how it works. I've gotten very fucking old and out of touch with how this thing happens. I'm not going to do TikTok because fuck TikTok, fuck it up right in the ear. But I'm going to be tending more towards, do you know what? I'm doing a big trip. I'm just going to post cool shit. I'm not going to try and do a day 4, city you've never heard of to other city you've never heard of. Very interesting. Because that just doesn't work out. Doesn't work out that way. Obviously, there's only so much kind of hassle and nonsense I'm willing to do every day. But if people want to particularly see stuff on Insta or little shorts, or have suggestions as to what to put up and etc., then fair enough. I'm going to be obviously in the Dolomites, and then I'm going to be in a couple of different places. I think the most interesting places, I'm going to be in Sardinia for a little while, and I may stay there for a little while, and I may not. Who knows? And then I'm going to make my way home from that general kind of southern France, Italy area. I don't know, either through the Pyrenees or up through France, or I don't fucking know. I haven't done either of those things, and so we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely of the I'm gonna just post a load of shit as I do it kind of thing, rather than again sitting up in a fucking hotel or a hostel room or whatever every evening going, Jesus Christ, let me edit things, because I've established that that's not something I'm gonna do. I don't give a fuck. This is I do this for me. This is for my shits and giggles, and it's not for producing content. I'm not gonna say that I'm in any way beholden to, I have to produce content. I've got a couple of thousand followers. Thanks for following if you follow, but for the most part, it doesn't matter to me all that much. I don't obviously make any money with that number of followers, but also it's just I just do it for a bit of crack, just to be putting stuff up and saying woo, and keeping in touch with folks who know me IRL and want to keep up with what I'm up to. But yeah, I'm hoping with this trip to not end up with fucking 11 gigabytes of content sitting on a hard drive forever, like with previous trips. But yeah, this bike gets serviced, gets a new set of tyres, and then sometime in August or thereabouts, which is next month now, it's going to get shipped off, and so it's getting very real. So yeah, that's the story for this. Hello, still alive, going off on a big trip. Maybe there'll be a big flurry of activity for a little while, and maybe there won't. Alright, that's yous a lot. Best of luck. Talk to yous.